this is Patrick with Goodmon Plumbing Services. This is our first video that will be put up on our website. Most likely it's going to be on a blog that I'm starting as well. What you are seeing is the underside of a client's house. We're in their crawl space. It's a big one. I'm actually standing in it right now, and you can see me right there. Ladies, just contain yourselves. Anyway, what we're actually looking at is a combination of a geothermal heating and air system. You can see the ley lines there going to the pumps that feed down into the geothermal well. And then what you've got here looks just like a regular hot water heater. It's actually a combined storage tank. And what this storage tank does, basically, it uses stored water that has been preheated by the geothermal system. And the plumber that installed this was actually supposed to install it in conjunction with a Raleigh, a tankless water heater. And if you could see back here, there's this thing called a Metland demand pump. What it was supposed to do basically was use this storage to circulate water throughout the house, thereby saving the money so that the Raleigh would not run all the time. Unfortunately, the plumber, who shall remain nameless, didn't really know what he was doing and has installed the pump in the wrong spot. It's actually fighting against the pumps that run the geothermal system. As you can see, there's some, I believe those are Grundfos, yep, Grundfos pumps. But I was brought up here to consult because I know the geothermal guy. The other thing that I have found is they must have really been in tight with the inspector, because everything they have done in regarding this Raleigh is pretty much wrong. You have to plumb tankless water heaters when you're doing a recirculation system. You have to actually really think about what you're doing, because you can actually void the warranty on the water heaters if you do not install them in conjunction with a tank. Unfortunately, what they've done here, if you actually follow the cold water line of the Raleigh and go up the side right there, it is actually, I don't know if you're getting this. One thing about our blog and one thing about our videos we're going to be doing is it's all going to be raw, unedited. You're going to listen to me make a fool out of myself sometimes, I'm sure. But basically what these people have done here, if you can see it, is if you trace this line, it goes directly into the outlet of their storage tank. And they actually ran their pump. You can see that pump right there. It goes down and ties into the same spot that the cold water does. What they've done is made the Raleigh part of the loop, and you cannot do that. What should happen is you should have a free-flowing circulation loop that runs all the way around under the house. I prefer running a 3/4 pipe, not a 1/2 inch, which is what they made their return line out of. But anyway, that should be fed with this storage tank. Now, being that we're in North Carolina and we're experiencing some interesting weather the last year or two, the geothermal system, according to the guys who installed it, may or may not be able to give them a hot enough temperature to make their circulation loop seem hot enough. So what we do in that case is we attach actually another little tank water heater in the line with the system, and that's what your loop is run off. Basically, it's just constantly spinning based on temperature or based on a timer. And what happens then is when you actually turn on a faucet or a shower, something of that nature, and you lose water from that system, that's when the Raleigh kicks in and feeds your hot water into the loop as well. But you don't actually run the loop through the Raleigh, because then the actual burners come on way too much. You pretty much ruin the efficiency of your Raleigh. The other thing you're going to notice, if we follow the loop line here, This is your 1/2 inch return loop line. It's coming back into the water heater from down at the far end of the house. They did not actually insulate any of their circulation loop system. So the problem with that is heat loss. You're going to lose on a 3/4 pipe about 8 BTUs of energy, heat, per hour. So imagine for every 100 feet of pipe, you're going to lose 800 BTUs per hour. So you times that times 24 hours in a day. Basically, that's the equivalent of heating a 35-gallon tank of water. So where is the savings from using a Raleigh? But as a shameless advertisement, this is a Climate Master Tranquility 27 2-stage earth pure geothermal system installed by Bowman Mechanical here in the Raleigh, North Carolina area. As far as I'm concerned, they are far and above the best geothermal guys in the area. They've been doing it a long time. As you can see, they've got a nice, neat install. Pardon my fingers there. I'm using a Flip Mino HD, and as you can see, they supported it nicely on the column. Anyway, my dad should be getting here pretty soon, and send him out to do some errands. So what we're going to do today is basically we're going to make the water heater legal. We're going to replace all the piping in the piping system. We're going to add a little tank and reconfigure the way the pipes are run. We're not actually going to change the system itself. What we're going to do is add to it and change the way the piping is run so that it will actually give the family hot water, because they're living in a $1.2 million house with no hot water. And they paid for hot water. There's Dad right there, as you can see, coming in the crawl space door. So I'm going to be doing some taping of this. This is kind of our first broadcast, so bear with me. Obviously, I've kept you really entertained so far. You know, if you're the type of person that likes watching paint dry. But just bear with me, and at the end of the day, you know, we're going to go through and show you different little things that we've done here. Now, you will notice that I'm just taking pictures of the entire thing so that we can show the insurance adjuster and the inspections department, if they need it, exactly what was done wrong. So until we've got some more for you to look at, we're out.